Well, there is a danger in your home that is injuring hundreds of children each year, including a little boy in Spokane.
Glass front fireplaces, they're installed in many new homes and can be added to older ones, but did you know the glass can actually reach temperatures of 400 degrees, and it's so hot it can leave devastating scars.
In KXLY4's Colleen O'Brien's special report tonight, Brandon's burns. She visits the little boy who literally melted his skin on the glass.
Nadine and Mike, that language is very graphic, but it's accurate, melting the skin on. That's how hot it can get. And to meet Brandon today, he's 2 years old. You wouldn't know that he was another victim of these glass front fireplaces, a very happy boy. But we want to demonstrate just how hot these glass front fireplaces can get. We're using a thermal imager from the Spokane Fire Department. Now, when this fireplace was on for 5 minutes, it was about 300 degrees. Now we're going to put the thermal imager on the fireplace, and you can see it's almost 500 degrees.
I turned to get the newspaper. I heard the scream.
It happened in an instant.
It was the worst scream I've ever heard. It was just blood-curdling. I mean, it was just horrible. I still have dreams about that scream.
By the time she reached 13-month-old Brandon,
he was stuck, and I had to peel him off the fireplace.
To her horror, Brandon's skin melted on the glass front fireplace on contact.
It was just immediately like a big bubble.
Hospitals in Spokane were unable to handle the severity of Brandon's burns, so he was flown to Harborview in Seattle.
They had to peel the skin off of his hands. I mean, the screaming. I could hear him screaming because I couldn't be in the room with him.
A mother's nightmare come to life.
My husband actually cleaned his skin off the fireplace a couple days later.
Sherry, like so many parents, didn't know how dangerous the glass could be.
So the problem is that fireplaces can reach 500 degrees in a matter of 20 minutes. They get extremely hot. It's effectively like an oven without a door.
The glass on these fireplaces will also stay hot 45 minutes after it's turned off. Dr. Beth Ebel is the director for the Injury Prevention and Research Center at Harborview.
It is absolutely a chronic problem all winter. It breaks our hearts. We take care of child after child with those little burned palms, and the families, we're working with families to have to do stretching and burn care, and this is completely preventable.
Yet hundreds of children each year are burned by glass fireplaces.
It doesn't look dangerous. Kids are interested in it. They're attracted to it.
When Brandon arrived at Harborview, his mother learned 2 other toddlers were there for the same injury.
Can you stretch him?
The stats are so alarming, the Hearth, Barbecue, and Patio Association found a solution.
They came up with a new standard which will require a barrier in front of the glass screen if the glass is over 172 degrees.
Starting in December of 2013, it'll be standard for all fireplaces to be built or installed with a protective screen. Still, thousands remain open, like Sherry's was.
I don't know how much this weighs, but it's pretty heavy.
She's installed a protective gate, but is still wary of the fireplace.
Right now, if you feel this, it's warm.
She wants you to see Brandon's scars and get a barrier to protect your own kids.
I should have never waited. We should have just done it, but we didn't realize how hot they get.
Now, too, Brandon has had 3 skin graft surgeries and a 4th on the way in March. He hasn't shown any signs of emotional trauma from the burns, but clearly he remembers.
It's hot.
Sherry is having a harder time recovering and sees a counselor for post-traumatic stress. It's now or never, she says, to prevent this from happening to your child. The fireplaces look nice and they don't look dangerous, but the fact is many parents, as we said in our package, are surprised, and children are being hurt by these glass fronts, and it seems like common sense, but the doctor said it's not a supervision issue. This can happen in an instant to any child. So 500 degrees that glass is right now, and the simple solution is a gate like this that Sherry got and keeps in front of there. We've removed it just for the purposes of this story, and you'd be amazed. It can sit in front of that 500 degree glass, and it can just be warmed warm to the touch, so it'll protect your children, it'll protect you from any types of burns. And again, that new standard for the fireplaces in 2013, they will be permanently installed in all of the fireplaces in homes. Reporting live in Spokane, Colleen O'Brien, KXLY4 HD News.
Colleen, thanks so much. You can check out Colleen's story and feel free to share it on Facebook. Just go to KXLY.com.
Boy.